Hey there, fellow navigators, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Scrappy Privateer. Episode 3, Topography. So this is the Academy. You guys voted that I speedrun the core, so I'm not reading any of this. I've done these in the past. If you're wondering about this quest line, the last 2 series that I ran of Starsector, I read through all this, which is why it's not that interesting for me to do it yet again. And I'm going to start on the quest line to sort of speedrun it, but I'm not going to speedrun it until I have more ships and supplies to be able to actually do it quickly. So let me get up the quest line, because some of these quests are not actually related to the jump drive and some are. So extracting the researcher is the next job that they would need me to do, which wasn't offered. Unless they changed it in 0.97. It's quite possible that I have outdated information about the line of these quests. So returning the data core is the sort of first step. And then it's supposed to be extracting a researcher from Tritech Black Site. But it's only offered if I get up to 50 relation with him. Okay. Alright, so I will consider... So he has 2 missions that he's willing to pay for that goes out to the east. Very, very far. Oh, one's to Wendigo. Oh, boy. I'll accept these. Just so that we can work towards building up Pirate Rep and building up our rep with him to 50, so that we can speedrun when we need to. Oh, I need to hire some black market crew, because I recovered those ships. So we need at least 55 more. I'll hire 80. Oh, 10 more. Make it an even 500. The other thing that might be worth... yeah, you're gonna scam me, aren't you? You're not gonna find anything worth doing is dropping off combat ships, because we don't really need combat ships to do scan missions. I was looking for some pirate missions, but none of them were available. Oh, Thrifang just took damage. Another thing that I should have done is start to name these 4 new ships. So let's run yet another giveaway. A little raffle. I'm going to risk it. So let's go back to Corvus's abandoned terraforming platform. I think there's, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that there's a abandoned shipyard somewhere as well. And that would be even better, because then we would be able to, retrofit. So I'm going to take this cargo. And, at least for now, retrofit this fleet. Alright. I don't have much to put on these ships, but we'll get a little. Yeah, as you can see, there's like barely ordnances to put on them. At least they have something. I mean, that's kind of what matters. Didn't I pick up a new pilot? I did, yeah. Monday. He's timid. I'm firing him. Sorry, Monday. I don't want... There's no room for timid pirates in my fleet. So at least these are clustered together, which is kind of nice. I was pretty sure that there was a abandoned shipyard. Let me try to look it up real quick. I'm totally blanking on where it was, though. Mayasura, the abandoned Astropolis? You think it's in Magic? There is Katana's Den in there. I don't think the shipyard's there. How much backseat do you want? Let's go with minimal. I mean, if I'm asking a specific question, feel free to answer it, but beyond that, don't. There's this abandoned space dock. Yeah, let's try the abandoned space dock. I don't know if the space dock's gonna let me retrofit, though. Because what I really want to do is I want to retrofit Boba Bashug and Siddhartha Gaia for at least militarized subsections and speed them up, but that because they're slowing me down. Very, very slow. Oh, I thought I dodged that. A derelict ship for the pirates. It's not really in the direction I want to be going, which is... There is an independent mission in Wendigo, but I don't pick up missions for independence outside of the Academy missions. No, this is a ruined dock. I can't even use it. All right, then. Let's get out of here. So what's my range? I would not be able to reach Wendigo now. I would need more fuel. It's probably going to be best if I fuel up as far east as I can. So I'm going to start heading east towards the east solar systems, buy a bunch of black market fuel, and then mosey on over. As you can see, oh, ouch, that hurt. As you can see, my money's pretty good. I've been doing these missions that like nobody else wants, that pay pretty well. But it also, I think, in this case might make sense, in order to stretch the fuel and cheapen the cost of transport, is to ditch a whole lot of the combat ships that aren't actually adding to my range off of the abandoned terraforming platform before we go. And we have the raffle done. So, Manticore is going to be the variance. The Hammerhead. The Hab Joker. And the Wolf. Simply Fig. And then the Dram. I'm planning on selling that fifth ship, so. That's why I'm not interested in raffling that one off. Actually meant to already, I just forgot I had it. A desert world, wrong direction. Chucks. You hope the redactors leave me alone? They can be fun to kill once you have the power to do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave behind basically every ship that I have that is not helping me get from point A to point B. So, one thing I might want is some crew capacity in case there's surveys to be done. So I'll take the Mule, because the Mule is also a bit of a freighter ship, which adds more cargo capacity. Because I would want enough, crew in order to analyze whatever I need to analyze when I'm out there. So I'm leaving behind this supplies and then these ships so that I can go a little bit further out. So let's check our range now. Yeah, no problem. We can get out to Wendigo and back without being stranded. So the quest that I have right now... Ooh, we have a potential contact. I don't know if I want to develop that one just yet, but keep an eye on that. So we want to go to Wendigo and Zeta Urandum. I'll go to Wendigo first. Can you ally with pirates in vanilla? Yes. Well, like, there's no alliances. There's not even really alliances in vanilla for other factions, but you could definitely become cooperative with them to the point where they'd not fight you. And that's one of the goals. So soon I'm going to be outside of the core world's like comms range, and missions won't be offered as a result. So I'm just scanning these to make sure that if any of them relate to what I'm doing on. We can hammer those out quick. So I'm turning off my transponder, and hopefully I get left alone. Oh my god, we're so slow. I don't have a ton of spare supplies. I probably should have resupplied. I kind of regret not resupplying, because I only buy black market supplies. It's kind of hard to get a nice supply, but we're going to have to... I'm going to halt repairs so that we stretch our supplies in case I hit a storm or something. I'll probably also not be able to do much surveying unless I find a lot of supplies out here off of like derelict ships or debris fields. Because we have only about 110 days worth of supplies or something. Oh, when I hit a storm with Thryfang. So, we only lost 10% armor. I'm not looking to get any fights while I'm out here, so I don't really care about 10% armor. It's not a big deal. We are 31 days out from Wendigo. No wonder no one took this mission. It's so freaking far from core. Yikes. Oh, I just picked up a ping of something. Whoa! That's not helpful. Oh my god, I can't even E-burn out of this? What the hell? So normally when you're like stuck in black holes or trying to interact with stars or stuck in slipstreams, E-burn is the way to go, which damages your ships a little bit, but like it gives you a bit of a quick boost, an emergency burn boost, in order to have some sort of steering when things go awry. So our combat readiness drops as a result of using E-burn. Oh god, don't pulse me. Don't drive pulse. I'm in the middle of a storm. Go away. This area of the galaxy sucks. What is that ping? Alright, I'm intentionally... Oh, they're field draining me. Stop! Leave me alone! What are you? You're a tiny pirate fleet. Way out here in the middle of nowhere. Maybe Alvis hired you too. Okay, we're almost there. This is Wendigo. So, go to Lithos, a barren world. There's also sensor arrays that I can break down for materials here. That gives us some... Oh, and this is surveyable. It has ruins. If I had more supplies, I might not have the supplies for it. I do. I'm gonna risk it. It's a bad, risky idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Alright, it was full of drugs. And we got a little bit of supplies back. And I also gained a little bit of experience from that survey, so we gained another story point. Which is nice. It's a get-out-of-jail-free card. There's a debris field here, and near that other jump point. So maybe get some more supplies through this. Oh. There is a mule. It's really too bad that I don't have the crew and supplies to maintain that. So I'm just going to salvage it instead. We got some more supplies off of that salvage. That's good. Another debris field. Alright, so now we have more supplies than we even arrived with from all the salvage that we've been doing. That is what salvaging has paid off on. I picked up salvaging as the first skill, which probably seemed unusual to some of you guys, but it was like, I feel like we're going to need it. Uh-oh, don't touch me. You're a pirate fleet, aren't you? Ooh, much more supplies. Not enough that I feel like I can lift the embargo on repairs, but like a pretty decent amount. I'm going to break down the nav buoy for materials because nobody owns it. And then I'll do the same to the sensor array. Because they're made of heavy machinery and transplutonics, which are yeah, they're worth some scratch. I mean, now I'm a little bit more than a quarter mil. One could make the argument that they're not worth that much scratch, but Not bad either. Ooh, another debris field. What is it? Actually, it's derelict ships. Oh, it's a Phaeton. One that I don't have space for, but Phaeton nonetheless. You are a Shepherd drone tender that I don't want. There's the sensor array. There's also a... Okay, that's a fleet. I don't want to mess with the fleet. And this is a gated system, too. It's the only time I wouldn't break the stuff down for salvage, the domain era stuff for salvage, is if it was in a system that I thought was going to be worth colonizing in the future. Alright, we got a lot of ships here. Oh boy. A Phaeton with an S-mod. Heavy armor? Okay. I'm gonna recover that, because I like Phaetons. But whoever S-modded it was cracked out of their minds. We have another captain? That's worth 30, that's worth 30, so they're kind of the same. So let's take a look at our new captain. Steady. So point defense. So I'm only really going to consider keeping these people if, like, their skills are decent. So point defense is kind of like a meh thing for a captain to have. Target analysis is not bad. System expertise is actually pretty good, depending on the ship it's put in. So what system expertise does, you know how, like, my ship has burn drive? It gives you extra charges for that. So it depends on whether the charges for your systems are, like, good or not, but it can be really, really, really powerful on the right ships. Ordnance expertise, so that's more flux dissipation, and polarized armor. They're alright. I don't love their skills, but I'll leave it to you. Do we keep Aurora? This is a heavy armored... Are these LG? No, these aren't LG. This is a heavy armored combat mule. I'm going to recover this one as well. Information about a planet with adequate farmland. That's actually really nice to know, because that's probably a colonizable... we also have a level 7 lieutenant that just joined off of this Colossus. A Dram Tinker. Oh, I have a hostile fleet nearby. A Tempest. Tempests are really strong attack frigates. So I will recover that too. And some harvested organs from that ship. Okay. So the other pilot is oh, you're timid. Yeah. You're super high level, but I don't care for timid ones. All right, so far this solar system has been pretty nice to me. So I'm going to mosey down to the last planet that I haven't scoped. Why get rid of her? Because I'm a pirate and I'm role playing. I don't want timid anything. Timid or cautious, I have no place in my fleet. There's something here. Orbital habitat and a Hyperion. You also have to pay them. The captains that you have. There is a finite amount of captains that you can have, which is indicated here out of 8. You can raise that up with skill points, but there's a finite amount of captains that you can have, and they do take monthly salary. So if they're really high level and not offering a lot of benefit to your fleet, they're expensive and don't help you. All right, domestic goods is worth less than transplutonic ore, but okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to organize it so that I take the things that are worth the most. So yeah, we're full up now. Where the more expensive stuff I've prioritized. And the Hyperion attack gunship I can't recover because I don't have story points for it. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to spend it. All right, I think the solar system is fully explored, short of doing some deep sensor bursts. Little mud skipper with a Ludic Path blueprint package. Okay. What? All right, sure. I'll learn that. Now let's go ahead and run yet another giveaway for these newer ships. We have been scrapping and salvaging. Fabrice, thank you for the resub. There's a lot of other activity around here too that I gotta be really careful about because I'm not the a supply cache with a Vanguard. Vanguard attack frigates. Are they? Nah, they're kind of junk. I'm gonna scrap it. Oh, but it had a lot of supplies. No, there was also that gun that I should have taken. I do plan on selling some of the advanced blueprints to pirates. Probably when I'm friends with the pirates, so they can't use those advanced blueprints to murder me with. But yeah, that is the eventual plan. Wow, there's so many radar pings up this way. What the hell happened in Wendigo? The one he must have came through, because there's like derelict everything everywhere. So another Phaeton, which is too broken down to recover. Debris fields everywhere. With a tug. Hoo-hoo! I did not think I was going to be given the chance to get a tug. Hell yeah. So if you're wondering what a tug is a ship that just makes other ships move faster, would be the TLDR. They stabilize dry fields. So they do cost a lot of fuel, but when you have a large fleet, they help to tug your large fleet around. So if you take a look here in the max burn level, it's up now by 1 because of that tug. Now my fuel usage, however, is also up because, as you can see, the tug uses 5 fuel per day, whereas like even my Enforcer uses 3. So it is a high fuel use craft. But like, I'm very happy getting a tug. That is most excellent. Dram. I think at this point I'm good. I have 2 Phaetons and like a Dram. I'm not gonna pull more Drams into the fleet. Alright, I already salvaged this debris field. I don't know who that is, and I don't want to find out the aggressive way. Those are cargo pods I plopped. I think these are cargo pods I plopped too. Oh, they just dissipated too. Alright, so there's a few more things in this nebula cloud. Freighter. Degraded dry field, compromised storage. Compromised storage for a storage ship kind of sucks. Yeah, it has too many really negative demods for what it is, so I'm just going to salvage it. Oops, there was also a weapon. Take that too. And there's a few more things up. Oh, there's a whole debris field up this way. Well, the good news is I gained a ton of supplies from all of this salvage. Mostly, I think, as a benefit of the salvaging skill that I have. You guys want to keep Aurora. Got it. So this raffle up here is going to be both for Aurora and also for all the new ships. The Phaeton, the Mule, the Tempest, and the Tug. And it's time to go do Alvis's other mission. So that would be Alpha U random. Let me just double check that. Okay, so I completed this. I just need to get within a comms relay to tell them that it's done. So scan an asteroid field in the Zeta U random. So I'm going to the wrong one. I need to go to the black hole. Hopefully soon I'll have fresh coffee. The wife is offered so kindly to bring it to me, considering I have strep throat. Oh my god. My health this past half year has been like just the most clown show act of my life. Where like every 5 minutes I have a new illness. It's absurd. So what's with the S mods and D mods talked about earlier? So let me explain. D mods are negative mods that harm the performance of the ship in some way. So this is an easy one to see on Boba Shug. Boba Shug has a degraded field drive. So what that means is that the sensor profile, meaning how easy it is for other ships to find it in space, is ruined, and then also it moves slower in space. So that is what is considered a D-mod, or damage modifier. And then there's the concept of S-mod. S-mod is an improvement. So you can think of it as like damage to your car, like a broken bumper or bad fuel tank, to fine-tuning, like a turbocharger or something like that. So this Phaeton and this Mule have heavy armor mods. So if you see the green there, the armor rating and flux dissipation of this ship has gone up as a result of its being better tuned. So you can spend points to install things as S-mods into your ships. So I could spend a story point to build in this flux distributor. It would be a bad option. That's a terrible mod to build in. But it allows you to have souped up ships even better than the default version. And then there is a few different skills related to S-mods and D-mods. So there's hull restoration, which allows you to actually restore ships to their factory settings by removing D-mods once per month-ish. And then you can go the other route, which is derelict operations, where every D-mod reduces the cost to maintain the ship. Think Reavers in Firefly, where you just have ships that are falling apart, but like that's kind of how you roll. Personally, I probably want hull restoration. And then if you wanted more S-mods, there's Best of the Best, which is a leadership skill, which allows you to have more permanent hull mods into your ship. And I think that's the only S-mod plus skill that comes to mind. So yeah, you can have a fleet full of demodded ships to make them cheap to maintain and cheap to run, or you can have a fleet full of S-modded ships to be stronger. The thing is, another thing to note is there's a maximum fleet size of 30. So in sort of later game combat situations, you end up in a lot of fights where it's like 30 versus 30, like full fleet versus full fleet. And it's going to be really important to have the best possible ships brought to bear for those fights. So I usually go the S-mod hyper-tuned ship approach rather than a fleet full of junkers. But yeah, I'm happy to answer questions like that. So we're also going to be able to do our first Ice Giant scan for the hypertrophy or the topography, hyperspace topography benefit. So anytime you're near an ice giant or a gas giant, you can do a sensor scan, and it will give you here extra topography. And then because this ice giant had a magnetic field, it also gave me some bonus to the scan as well. So we just gained 10. So I should have 29 now. Yeah, 29 towards completing our hyperspace topography project. A research station. Oh, that could be real spicy. Cross your fingers for me, people. All right, ship recovery of a mud skipper and a dram. I don't care. Okay, so here we go. A Trident Wing blueprint. A Omen class frigate blueprint, which is a phase ship. A Medusa destroyer blueprint. Also keep in mind that these blueprints I'm learning so that if I'm ever a governor building up fleets I can benefit from, I am not making these ships myself. So I'll explain that a little bit of detail. When you own a planet, your planet can be set up to manufacture defense fleets to protect the solar system that your planet's in. And you can use these blueprints to then manufacture these specific types of ships for your defense fleet. So I'm not learning these normally. Under normal game rules, you can also use these blueprints to manufacture these ships for yourself, so that you, if learning a Medusa class blueprint, destroyer blueprint, you can manufacture like as many as you want, depending on cost, to then run them in your own fleet. But that's not what we're doing in this series. For this series, I use salvage ships only. So I'm only learning these so that I can manufacture them for the defense of my own planets, not for personal use. A Colossus, which I already know, so I can sell that to the pirates. Augmented drive field. Yes, this is what I really wanted. So this allows you to burn faster. Oops. Learned. This gives me, you see, I thought I already had, no, this is a different one. So this is missile counter mod spec, nav relay, and heavy armor. Cool. And then I'm definitely going to prioritize taking the fighter wings and the weapons, because we only use salvaged fighter wings and weapons. So this research base was really nice. Oh, fullerene spool, yeah! So what this fullerene spool does is allows you to install it on a spaceport and megaport to increase the colony's accessibility. Think of it as a space elevator. It's more or less a space elevator. Actually, it literally is a space elevator. So, so when you're colonizing, the amount of trade that you get to your colony is heavily dependent upon your colony's stability. Stability is a factor of like external threats to your planet and internal infrastructure, like ground defenses and militaries and high commands and things like that. And also accessibility. Accessibility is how many factions are you with, and how close is your planet to the core, and fullerene spool. So this is a huge thing to get, because it will make starting an initial colony much easier, provided that colony does not have extreme weather, extreme tectonic activity, or is a gas giant, because fullerene spools don't work in those cases. Annihilator rocket pads aren't bad. Hammer barrage is actually really good. Hammer barrage is actually Hammer barrage, just this missile just got a boost this patch. Its ordnance points went from 20 to 16, so it got a pretty significant boost in just this update that came out yesterday. So, cha-ching! Cheers. And I'm just trying to spend, because I have a lot of supplies, so it's not like I'm going to run out of supplies poking around here. I'm just exploring everything that I can while I'm out in these places that I was ordered to go to. Oh, the giveaway timer like elapsed a long time ago, so let me reset that again, because not too many people are eligible. So sorry about that. Just remind me in like 5 minutes that I'm an idiot and I need to go run the numbers. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Scrappy Privateer, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 3rd and February 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this is a series from a marathon stream, meaning that changes cannot be made to the series. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, a link can be found in the description of this video or also at Rhadamant.com. Additionally, in the description of this video is a link to the details about this series, if you're wondering about the scenario series rules or goals. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow privateers.